Here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Gibbons. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Chargers at 4 and 6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
A gain of 5. First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 31-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd down, it muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Second down and 8. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction. That's third down tougher. Third down and 9. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think I'm like this as a corner. You've got to think to yourself, all you got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did get into it quickly and holding them to a short gain.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. That third down conversion good for 23.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop with the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. Then he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Ravens first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. Find Dobbins out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside.
Gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbons, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings with, and that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. One last throw here for Herbert. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.